Ever wondered why some years bring extreme weather events across the globe? The answer could well be El Niño. This climate phenomenon is known for its unusually warm ocean temperatures in the equatorial Pacific Ocean. But El Niño isn't a solitary act. It's part of a larger performance, a climate cycle known as the El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO for short. Now, what makes El Niño a headline grabber? The warm ocean waters of El Niño are akin to a global weather conductor, causing disruptions to the normal symphony of weather patterns around the world. These disruptions can manifest as various climatic effects, from droughts in one region to floods in another, and even dramatic shifts in wind patterns. In essence, El Niño is a bit like an unpredictable maestro, conducting a global weather orchestra. So, at its core, El Niño is a disruptor of normal weather patterns. But how exactly does it do that? Hang tight as we delve deeper. To understand the workings of El Niño, imagine the Pacific Ocean as a vast, heat-exchanging machine. Our story begins with the trade winds, those consistent air currents blowing from east to west across the equatorial Pacific. These winds are the gears of our imagined machine, driving the warm surface waters towards the western Pacific. But every 2 to 7 years, these gears falter, the trade winds weaken, and our machine begins to behave differently. With the weakening of these winds, the warm waters, like a pent-up river breaking its banks, start flowing back towards the central and eastern Pacific. Picture it as a gentle but massive shift in the ocean's balance, a tidal wave of warmth surging eastwards. The result? A significant rise in the ocean's surface temperatures. But the effects of El Niño aren't confined to the ocean. No, the consequences ripple outwards, affecting the very air we breathe. You see, the atmosphere and the ocean are not separate entities but intertwined actors in the grand play of our climate. These warmer ocean temperatures begin to influence atmospheric circulation patterns. The heated air rises, creating areas of low pressure that disrupt normal weather systems. These disruptions can be felt worldwide, making El Niño a global phenomenon rather than just a quirk of the Pacific. From bringing heavy rainfall to usually dry areas like certain parts of South America, to causing drought conditions in normally wet regions like Australia and Indonesia, El Niño plays a major role in our weather patterns. It's like a maestro conducting an orchestra, shaping and guiding the music of our global climate. But understanding El Niño is not just for the sake of knowledge. It's crucial for weather forecasting, agriculture, and disaster preparedness efforts around the globe. By studying and monitoring these events, scientists can predict their onset and strength, helping communities and governments better prepare for their potential impacts. So, the next time you notice an unusual weather pattern, remember it might just be El Niño's doing. Now that we understand how El Niño works, what does it mean for us and our planet? El Niño's warm embrace extends far beyond the equatorial Pacific Ocean, impacting weather systems worldwide. Its influence on atmospheric circulation patterns can lead to a cascade of climatic effects, turning our weather topsy-turvy. Imagine regions typically kissed by the sun suddenly drenched in a deluge of rain, like certain parts of South America that can receive heavy rainfall during an El Niño event. Conversely, areas that usually enjoy a good soak, like Australia and Indonesia, can find themselves parched as drought conditions set in. This flip in weather patterns is a signature move of El Niño, with floods, droughts, and other extreme weather events dancing to its tune. But El Niño's reach isn't confined to dry land, it dives deep into our oceans too, disrupting marine ecosystems. As the ocean waters warm, fish, following their instinct for survival, alter their migration patterns. This can create ripples in fishing industries as their aquatic bounty becomes elusive. Agriculture, another pillar of our livelihood, isn't immune either. The altered rainfall patterns can play havoc with crop cycles. Some regions might face crop failures or reduced yields as they grapple with unexpected weather changes. And El Niño doesn't play by a strict timetable. These events typically occur every 2 to 7 years and can last several months to over a year. The intensity of each event can vary, with some being merely a warm whisper while others roar in with full force. But nature, as always, seeks balance. Enter La Niña, El Niño's cooler counterpart. Characterized by cooler-than-average sea surface temperatures in the central and eastern Pacific, La Niña often follows an El Niño event, offering a contrasting climatic counterpoint. In the face of El Niño and its impacts, our understanding and preparedness are our best defense. So let's keep learning and let's keep adapting.